And welcome to the number one sports ground here at Newcastle for this first semi-final in the Wilson Security Black Diamond Cup between Killarney, Vale and Cardiff. Gaz, great game ahead. At stake is a preliminary final spot. The loser, it is season over.
Yeah, really looking forward to this game here. Killarney Vale won twice. We're about to get it underway. And umpire Lockie Head, and he's going to throw it into the turf. And it's going to be in there. It's going to be Pearsall up against Sinclair. He's going to have a second grab at that one, though. And Adam Pearsall.
We'll get off again. What do you think today, Gaz? Killarney Vale or Cardiff? Who are you going for?
I think Killarney Vale should be able to get over the top of them, but Cardiff have knocked them out the last 2 years, so Cardiff are finals performers. If Killarney Vale can overcome that, they can win the game. Just to let everyone know, though, for all those who might have been waiting, no Mark McVeigh. He's not in the team today. So all that will he, won't he? I'll tell you now, he won't.
Well, mate, I'm with you. I think Killarney Vale will be too strong today for Cardiff, but I'd be very, very wary if I was the Bombers about this Hawk side.
Comes out quickly, misses the target there in Gibson. Island goes over the top of him, picked down to Rick White. You won't miss him in those flash yellow boots. Off it comes down there to Mumford, looking there straight away. In there looking for Lloyd. Good to see Daniel Lloyd back in, but it's actually O'Donnell who gets a handball back there.
Danger.
Danger area there. No, it's going to come straight
there
in.
it is.
Daniel Lloyd, welcome back. Go the Bombers.
Geez, that was very, very good play. How about that forward pressure from all of the Bombers? They just hunted in a big pack there, and the pressure just came right down on Sammy Haig. He had no choice but to get rid of it, because if he didn't, he was going to get pinged anyway. And all of a sudden, straight away, Daniel Lloyd is on the board, all over it. 6 points to zip on the Wilson Security scoreboard. Yeah,
good work there by the Bombers. And look, they're certainly up and about. There's no doubt about that. That was Coughlin who kicked the ball in, not Mumford as well. So good to see Ryan Coughlin back in the Bombers jumper, but we're back in the middle now. This is Joe O'Brien's turn to throw the ball down. It's Pearsall in the ruck against Sinclair. Down it goes. Up they come. Pearsall, nice tap. Great ruck work. Comes straight in there now to Jolliffe. A hurry kick forward it goes. Heading in the direction down there of Mangowski. He can't get it. They're tapping it out the back. It comes there. Looking for McMahon. Handballs over the top. Pearsall's followed up from the ruck. Too slow. Sinclair under pressure. It's going for a shot at goal. Ryan! Through for a behind.
Ooh. I'm sure Michael Ryan would love to see if there was a camera on top of the goal umpire's head, but we should go through that. It's full umpires today: Roger Crowhurst, Joe O'Brien and Lockie Head. Boundary umpires: Cooper Williams, Reece Gosper and Cameron James. And goal umpires today: Richard Cornish and Paul Best. So good luck to all those people, and congratulations on your appointment.
As Collins brings the ball out there, and Rick White, going to be an influential play today for the Bombers if they're going to win. And White on the left boot goes in short there. Good work there. Good lead there by Island. But under close pressure there from Mangowski, and the ball goes over the line, out of bounds for a boundary throw. Just repeat, second semi-final, Terrigal Avoca 17-10, 112, defeated Newcastle City 12-10, 82. As Pearsall holds the front position on the centre wing there. He's going to get a free kick. It's holding the ball there. As Jackson Island gets up holding his face-off. That's obviously a good decision for kicking in danger. Good switch there that comes across to Lewis. He gets it, away he goes. In there, Shackleton's a target up forward today. Good work there up against Vukovic. Play on's a call. Medcalf gets it back there now to McMahon. Back it comes now to O'Donnell for Cardiff, and they get it out with a kick in there to Gibson. Back it comes to O'Donnell by hand. He kicks it in the direction there of Ryan up against Collins. Ryan leads in the race. The boundary line's coming up. And it goes over the line, out of bounds for a boundary throw-in.
Yeah, Killarney Vale, they had a pretty tough time of it last week. They were looking good for a little while against Terrigal Avoca, but they certainly played some good football in patches, and I think if they can string some of those good patches together here today, Cardiff will be a bit will be on their back foot, that's for sure. But the Bombers, just again, consistency is their key, isn't it, Gaz?
It certainly is. If they can get out of the blocks and get a good advantage, I think that'll be. I think if the longer Cardiff stay in the game, the more chance they are of winning the game.
We've really seen them ground teams down this year at Cardiff, and that's exactly what they're good at.
And I think if they can do that to Killarney Vale, it'll certainly make a difference. Miffs gets the kick there, bounces awkwardly there for Stewart. Coming in there well as Castelnuova, under pressure from Haig. Stewart there also 2 against 1. Good work by Cardiff. As Haig goes, picks the ball up with Island. He picks it up, shows the ball up in the air. He drags it under. Oh, he got lucky to get away with that one. Umpire Lockie Head.
Well, it was a pretty fine line in that one, but he got away with that, as you said.
Back-to-back Black Diamond Cup game semi-finals today, Ivan. Great initiative. Certainly been well attended as Island for Killarney Vale. Gets it back to White. He goes to ground, holding the ball. Good tackle there.
You're right. The numbers have been streaming in all day,
Like
Gaz. It's
David-
really good to see. I just went for a bit of a walk myself. There's some old West Newcastle boys floating around, which is good to see old boys coming back to watch the competition going around.
Koshin in the direction there, or could have been marked there by Jolliffe. He drops at the vital time. Back it comes to O'Brien on the left boot. Kicks it into a dangerous area. David Grant, if he can get it. Mifsud back there for Killarney Vale, however. He gets it out. It's a handball. Back it comes to Lewis. Back to Mifsud. Still under pressure on the left boot.
Threaded a
Gets
needle.
it out there. Did thread a needle, didn't he? Back it is there. Also back in the direction of Spriggs. He can't take it as Colin gets it. Collins punches it forward. And they're going to have a boundary throw in.
Yeah, good work there from the defence just to get it out. They're right in front of the goals. They're in massive danger. They just keep working hard to get it out, and that's where they've got to go. Keep pushing it up the park, the Bombers.
The first game of the day, the second division, second semi-final, went the way of Newcastle City. So City are through to a grand final. Terrigal of Oak are through to the grand final. Who will be through to a preliminary final, Ivan?
As I said, I think Killarney Vale are going to be too strong, but, mate, I do get wary about the Hawks. I know our El Presidente is a Hawk man, so he'll be no doubt barracking hard for them today.
As Coughlin goes to ground there, gets a handball to White, under pressure from Chapman. Down there is Grant, hurry kick in there. Going to be out of bounds for a boundary throw in.
Been impressive this year. I know he's one of your favourites. If you were going to turn for any man, it would probably be David Grant. So you just need him to be on the afterburners again today.
Put the afterburners on. Love him when he's kicked some of the goals of the year.
He's kicked some fantastic goals. All on the base of speed. And as it's dried up today, as the days, no more rain since that second quarter of the last game, it's just ready for the speedsters like the Grant. Ball comes in. Rick White's making the first play. It can't get it. Looks like it's gone out again for another ball in. Of course, I want to thank our sponsors. Prime 7 have been fantastic this year. They've got more footy on more nights. Into finals time very soon for the AFL and, of course, the Black Diamond AFL. Prime 7 and BDAFL, your local football AFL team.
Boundary umpire certainly getting his work early on, Ivan. We're going to have our third boundary throw in the space of a minute. They're just sort of working each other out at the moment. Cardiff, 15th consecutive. They played every final series in the Black Diamond AFL.
It's an amazing record, isn't it?
And what's even more amazing, of the last 14, they failed to make the preliminary final only once.
Wow.
So a preliminary final at least. So they've only been knocked out in the first week of the finals on one occasion. As Metcalf looks to kick in there, heading in the direction of Mangofsky, coming out to meet it. Also there for Killarney Vale there is Evans. Evans can't get the ball. Taken away from Cardiff there. A hurry kick forward. It comes out there in the direction there of Letherbarrow, but it comes out there also to O'Brien. He picks it up in front of Lewis, chips it in. Michael Ryan, in front of Collins. Good lead, good play, good build-up by Cardiff. And the Cardiff veteran sharpshooter is about to line up and put Cardiff's first goal on the board.
So crucial, isn't he, Michael Ryan, to this team? He's just the smart veteran that you want up front. He leans into players at the right time. He gets himself in the right position. He throws the grass up better than no one you've ever seen, and he's going to walk in at probably about 38 out.
Comes in, going across the face, not going to score in the direction. Nick Koshin's there, goes further than him. Good spoiling there, but Mangofsky's at the front on the left boot. Goes in there through for a behind, yeah.
Yeah, just chipping away. Cardiff gets to get another point. They do need to convert. It's a bit like the first game we saw today, where it was very, very tight up front. So every chance is worth $1 million today for these teams. Otherwise, I'll be watching it all from home on Bar TV next weekend.
Kick there forward by Leithbarrow, out in the direction there now by McMahon. He goes inboard looking for Jack Pratt. Great to see him back there in the Cardiff colours. Hasn't played since the Nelson Bay game. Kicks it out there now in the direction of Lennon. Jack Lennon handballs it back. It comes to Simon O'Brien. First goal for Cardiff. Simon O'Brien. Good build-up. Good work. Good finish. Simon O'Brien and Cardiff put their first goal on the board.
Yeah, all the small men there just combined beautifully with some lovely hands, some lovely run-on play, and Simon O'Brien kicks truly to get their first and his first for the day for the Hawks. So 1-2-8-2, 1 goal straight. Cardiff lead on the Wilson Security scoreboard.
Yeah, look, good build-up there. Worked the ball well, went across the face, went from one side to the other. Good handball by Jack Lennon and a great finish by Simon O'Brien, who is realistically their prime mover. He's had a fantastic year, represented the league, and certainly been a very consistent performer, and no doubt would have to be up there in the running for the Elliot Davey medal next Wednesday night. Roger Crowhurst comes running in. Good to see Roger out there, one of our favourites here on Bar TV.
Oh, absolutely. He's the Alpha Fonzarelli of Bar TV, AFL.
Yep, happy days there. As down it comes there, Ben Stewart taps it down there, taken there by Alex Wells. On the right boot, scrubby old kick, leading out is Shackleton. Dropping back in the hole there is Letha Barrow. On the right boot goes to Amity, fell over at the crucial time. Comes out there now. Good tack on the ball there. Well done by Jackson. Well done by Brendan Lewis and also Stewart. Amity's in there also. Plenty of numbers from both sides. Stewart gets it out through strength. Goes out Mangofsky. Good use of the body by Rick White. Gets Mangofsky off the ball, but he's got support there. Comes out to Nick Koshin. Sheer strength. Gets his kick out there. Pratt now up against Bam. Well done by Jack Pratt. Has he hit Michael Ryan the lead? He has. Good work by Michael Ryan. Looks a bit quick for Pete Collins, Ryan. I think Collins will do well in the the one-on-one, but I think on the lead, I think Ryan looks like he might have a little bit too much pace. And I noticed that they got Corey Shackleton playing up forward, Killarney Vale, so he's certainly an option with Scott Emanuel out of the side today. Yeah, well, Ryan's smart enough to just get that little push off too before he takes his lead, gives him an extra yard or two, and that's enough. Banana kick from there. Do well to kick it like that, but we gave it a good effort, actually. Yeah, it was a fair effort. But no, he's a smart player, Michael Ryan, and already he's had 2 chances at goal. Admittedly not in the best positions, but he's still got ball in hand and having a ping at the sticks, which is what you want him to do. Anyway, so that takes him out to a slender 3-point lead here. Early days of this first semi-final of the Wilson Security final series, the Black Diamond Cup. Brendan Lewis plays on most time to himself when he kicks in as he did then. And look, I think it might be a good ploy from Cardiff to actually have a quicker player stand on the market at top of the goal square, then to actually put him under pressure when he goes away. So very astute. That extra 10, yeah, it's very astute. It's Pearsall now up against Sinclair. Pearsall gets a good tap down there to Wells. Tapped in there nicely also for Ireland. He sweeps a handball out in the Rick White direction. Also out there is Chapman. Once again, the boundary line. So it wasn't this boundary line, it was the other boundary line. Yeah, they're really working the lines, aren't they, this game? There's not a lot of play in the middle of the park so far. They've been using the wings and the flanks as much as they can, both sides. You wouldn't expect it to be as open as the second semi-final because there's a lot more at stake. Not the getting into grand finals, but it's elimination here. The loser is actually out. And Daniel Lloyd play on to call. Gee, that couldn't really been paid. O'Donnell now back to Hay. And once again, the real sturdy Cardiff defence are able to clear it. Haig with a kick in there. Good try there by McMahon, but good spoil also by Bambrick. McMahon on the right boot, looking for David Grant. Here he goes. He's held up there. Wants to go. Plenty of movement down there. Ryan will be a target. No, he handballs it off now to Chapman. On the run he goes. Right boot in the dangerous area. Ryan's the target. Drops the mark, but don't worry, over the back. There it is. It's Jack Lennon. Goal number 2 for Cardiff, and the youngster gets his first. Geez, that's good reward too, Jack Lennon. Just again, as you said, weighted numbers. Michael Ryan makes the contest. It goes over the top, and Jack Lennon takes a lovely little possession and gets his goal. Yeah, look, really good work. Good build-up around the other side of the ground, but it was their defence. And every time we've had Cardiff this year, we've actually spoke about their defence and how hard they are to score against, and they rebound then. And Sam Haig was really good back there. Then Letha Barrow's also been back there. And also back there, I think he also had Stewart might have been back there also, and O'Donnell. So they've had plenty of good players back there. Yeah. And it's been their strength. So they need to work their way in. Really good grab by Lloyd. But he's looked pretty impressive, Lloyd. First game back since round 7 when he broke his leg in this ground. So if he can stand up and show good form, that'll certainly help Clover. Great knock by Pearsall down to Chapman. Good mark taken by Brendan Lewis in front of Shannon Mangofsky. So Lewis there, where's he going to go? Wants to go out wide. He does, looking for White. Up against, looks like Chapman, but good lead by Bryce Singleton. Another nominee for the team of the year. Bryce Singleton. On the left boot he goes. Is it going to fall? It falls in short of Sam Haig. Zach Metcalf over the back. On the right boot, threads the boundary line. Classy player. And a mark taken by Nick Maddock. Go back, son. Go away from the mark. Nick Maddock right in front of the broadcast area. He plays on and gets around on the right boot. Kicks in there. Sinclair should take the mark. No, it clears Sinclair. Comes into David Grant. Handballs back to Pearsall. The big ruckman on the left boot. Gets there in the direction there of Letha Barrow. Up against him is Lewis. Letha Barrow taps over his head. Clever. Back to Mangofsky. He could be held without the ball. Play on to call as Alex Wells gets it now. And Alex Wells on the right boot. Kicks out in the Lloyd direction. He's in front of Vukovic. And Daniel Lloyd takes the mark on the centre wing. He's got Ireland in the centre. Dangerous kick. A risky kick. Where's the next tug? Where's the lead? Not a lot of movement up forward. No, very little. Looks in there. Josh Mifsud took a couple of big grabs last time. He goes to spoil this time. Hits the deck. Who's down there? Should favour Killarney Vale with it. But numbers favour Cardiff, actually. Is in the centre of ground. It goes. Overrun the ball there is Sinclair. Rick White's got it. Up against his Chapman. Goes back there. Again, good hold there against them. Picked up again that time by Lennon. A hurry kick in the direction. Comes down to Gibson. Shows it one way. On the left boot, he goes out there in the Mangofsky direction. He gets it. He gets a handball off to David Grant. Here he goes. Has a shot on goal, and he kicks it. David Grant for Cardiff, and they're looking very good, Ivan.
They are looking very good, actually. This is a really good early onslaught here by the Hawks. They've skipped out to a good couple of goal lead there, and all of a sudden, Killarney Vale are the ones looking a little bit shaky early, but there's no doubt about, we talk about all the time, plenty of time. But I'll tell you what, the Hawks look like they've been on the training paddock this week in massive numbers, making sure that they have worked through their systems and their structures.
Yep, massive numbers. I'm sure they did. They'd 8 the week before. So they're just warming up, though, for this week.
Correct.
But it doesn't matter what they've got on the training track, mate. It's what they're putting out on the paddock at the moment. It's certainly very impressive. They've kicked the last 3 goals. But now it comes there now. Good Pratt. He brushes off the tackle of Mifsud. On the left boot he goes. Out in the direction there. Leading his Coughlin. Also back is Evans there for Killarney Vale. But David Grant too quick. Back it comes to Sam Haig. Left hand over the top there in the direction of Gibson. Handballs it back to Sam Haig on his favoured left side. But then wants to go in. Goes a dummy. Goes on his own. Pierce can kick in there looking for Ryan. Under pressure from Collins. It's going to be out of bounds. Good spoil, Peter Collins.
That's going to be a good battle, actually. Collins and Ryan, they were just hugging each other like it was Valentine's Day there, and they're not going to give each other any space at all today.
Boundary throw in. Ryan there uses good use of the body. Handball it back. It comes out there now. A snap on goal. It looks pretty good there coming from
push
Jolliffe,
it to the left.
But just pushed it to the left. Through from behind. 3-4-22. One straight goal, Killarney Vale. So they just need to stay. They kicked the goal virtually in the first couple of minutes, and then they just look a little bit rattled at the moment, the Bombers. They just need to steady.
No doubt about it.
Get themselves into the game. It's only early in the first quarter.
Once again, just a quick call for our wonderful partners and sponsors in 2014. Wilson Security, Prime 7, the Newcastle Herald, Star 104.5, BLK, Sports Coast, Trophy and Embroidery, and of course, our good friends here at Bar TV. Lewis
kicks it in the direction there to Edwards. Good kick, good lead. Brad Edwards there now. Where's he going to go? Need to work their way through this. He goes in short now to Evans. Evans plays on quickly. He's going to go long in the direction of Sinclair. He should take the mark, Sean Sinclair. He gets it there now. On the right boot he goes. A spearing pass looking for Lloyd. That's better. Good play by the Bombers.
Good play.
And Daniel Lloyd, he's going to go in short there looking for Ireland. He finds Ireland in a better position. So he's going to have a shot on goal. 25 metres out, almost directly in front. Probably their best passage of play today.
Yeah, absolutely. And good hard running there by Jackson Ireland too, because he knew Lloyd was going to be facing on a bit of a tricky angle, but he went in there and made the lead, got the ball. He is basically pretty square in front here, probably about 30, 35 out when he kicks it. So here he comes in, Jackson Ireland, off his trusty right foot.
It looks good.
It looks good. It looks real good. They're coming in now. That's the second for the day for Killarney Vale, and Jackson Ireland with his first.
Yeah, as we mentioned, the best build-up today for the Bombers, and that unselfish play by Daniel Lloyd, and good finish there by Jackson. I had plenty of height in it, but it's good, and that's a settler now. That gets them there, okay. Right, that's all right. We've had a good passage of play. People are starting to get, some of their players are starting to touch the ball, and now we can really capitalise.
They left their forward line open, and Lloyd ran into a nice space and got it laces out, which is what you want, and all of a sudden, there's a goal. It's a simple game, isn't it, Gaz?
Certainly is. Very simple game. Made complicated by some.
I certainly complicated the hell out of the game. Don't worry about that.
As up we go again. Throws it up. Clark in the ruck there. This time again, Singer. Good knock down to Stewart. He throws that ball back. Good call there by Lockie Head. Got the throw. Great tackle by Rick White.
He's looking sharp in those boots today, isn't he?
He's looking very fast. Goes in there looking for Lloyd. He's also looking very sharp for someone who's been out of the game for so long. Comes in there to Shackleton.
Just lost the handle of it.
Just in front of the Cardiff support. Great support by all teams today.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Cardiff, they've had that set up all day today, which is good. They got out here nice and early, watched a bit of the game before, and their supporters have been coming and going all day, which is fantastic.
And it comes in again. Up it goes Clark, uncontested in the ruck. Gets it down to Stewart. Stewart, a hurry kick off the right boot. He's going to go out of bounds for a boundary throw.
Yeah, he'd love to have that one again. Just threw it a bit too hard and fast down on his boot.
Yeah. So it's 18 minutes gone, first quarter, first semi-final. It's Killarney Vale. 2 straight 12. Cardiff 3-4-22. 10-point lead in the favour of the Bombers. Clark wins that tap down straight to Stewart. Immediately tackled by Mifsud. We're going to have a ball up.
Yeah, still plenty of talk out there. Both teams are still up and about. There's, the scores are fairly close still. 10 points in it. Positions around the park are very nicely even contested with some pretty good competitions around the park, actually.
Yeah, clever tap there by Clark. Comes down now to Evans. He can't tackle under pressure from Pratt. Goes back there now to Gibson. He gets it back to Pratt. It's going to go out of bounds again. Plenty of talk. The both sides are up and about.
You can see Nick Cochin up there for Cardiff. He's waiting for the ball to come his way. He's got big Michael Clark on him as well, so that's another good pairing and a good competition today, Cochin and Clark.
Tap out the back there, Sinclair in the direction of Bailey. Jackson Island off the ground. Comes out of Shacklin's going to come immediately. He's going to handball it off there to Max Mumford on the right boot. He pumps the air. Back-to-back goal to the Bombers. First goal to Maxi Mumford.
He's a good player, isn't he, Maxi Mumford? And just ran onto that brilliantly. All of a sudden, out of nothing, a bit of a lull in the game, a couple of boundary throw-ins, and all of a sudden, bang, out comes Maxi Mumford, gets the hands and kicks truly for his first for the day, and well done to him. Good player.
Good work by Jackson Island. Just got the ball, kicked it off the ground, and enabled Corey Shacklin to come out and pick the ball. I mean, he delivered a good handball to Maxi Mumford and a good finish there.
Yeah, good running too, good finish.
Yeah, so back to 4-point ball game now, so they've certainly settled the Bombers. After 3 consecutive goals, the Bombers, by Cardiff, the Bombers been able to reply with 2 of their own. And Simon O'Brien gets the right boost. Only going to go as far as Brendan Lewis, the captain for Killarney Vale, and he takes the mark. He swings it out wide. It goes out there in the direction of Michael Clark. He gets on the right boot. Goes even further wide out there to Alex Bailey. Bailey takes the mark on the centre wing. He's got Brad Deitch inboard, but he's going to look there, go a little bit further along. Looking in the lead by Sinclair. It's going to go too high for him and taken by Cameron Clark. Poor result there by Killarney Vale. Now Cardiff, Koshin goes in the direction of Ryan, up against Collins. Good work, good body used by Ryan. Then didn't take the mark, but he's going to get the free kick. And that makes that kick in the centre of the ground where they missed the target.
Yeah.
Now there's a forward thrust there by Killarney Vale. And now it goes down the other end with one long kick. And Michael Ryan's going to line up for his first goal.
It's really shaping as one of those games where every single possession is going to be so valuable. If you make one error, bang, you're going to have a bloke like Michael Ryan sitting here about 30 out in front of goals, pinging it through just like that for his goal. Well done. Michael Ryan gets his first and he's on the board. And he's been up and about too. He's looking good too early, Michael Ryan. That's his third possession, mind you. It was a free, but he's got the ball and he's got the goal.
Yeah, just not sure that that Peter Collins is the right matchup for him.
Yeah,
I really worry about that.
Danger signs early, isn't there?
Yeah, it is. He just even then, that was a one-on-one contest, and Ryan was able to outbody him in that one-on-one contest. He's making Peter Collins nervous. Yeah, and that's what you don't want. That, and you're on the last line of defence. You don't want a nervous defender if you're coaching that side. And
who would you look at?
I'd have Corey Shacklin back there without a shadow. He's one of the best defenders in the competition. He's got him sitting at full forward at the moment. I'd certainly be having him back there. But anyway, I'm not coach. I'm in the commentary box. So down it comes there now. Back it comes to Brad Deitch. He's on the right boot again in the Edwards direction. Up against Metcalf. Metcalf got the front position. Miffs had come down. He was dispossessed. There, comes back to Vukovic on the left boot. Going to go back to Island. He's under pressure from Stewart. Good, courageous mark by Island. On the left boot he goes. A little chip over the top there to Max Mumford, the last goal kicker for Killarney Vale. He wants to go away. Runs around the one. He goes back. He's going to have another shot on goal. I think he's pulled that one, though. It's going to miss the left. Yeah. He looked pretty good. He actually did a lot of good work to get some space for him. They just had a few defenders come in, and every time he went to have a shot on goal, he then had to dodge another player.
Exactly. He just couldn't find an option, and the best option was just to probably have a ping.
Kick there by Metcalf, falls short of Gibson, but he's got plenty of time. Gibson now weighs up his options. Lennon's one option, but misses him. But the ball sits up nicely, and Jack Lennon's away. He gets on, looking to kick in the direction there, down there at McMahon. Up against him is Corbin Bond. Bond gets him off the ball with a good use of the body. Handball's back there now to Lewis. Lewis with a spearing pass in there. Good pass finds Paddy Shell. Paddy Shell there wants to handball it off to White, but he overruns it. He kicks in there now in the direction of Singleton. Good contest. Well rode there. Well done, Bryce Singleton. Well done now to Ireland. On the kick in there. He looks for Lloyd, and Lloyd's certainly up and about today, and he takes a mark. Great contest. Bryce Singleton out here on the centre wing. Good roving by Jackson Island, he's certainly up and about. He's a classy player, Jackson Island, when he's on song.
Couple of key players there for Killarney Vale. And this guy with the ball right now, Daniel Lloyd, is certainly one of them. He is presenting himself fantastically so early in the game. He's given it some.
Lloyd
he's leaning back on it. The goal umpires hit the post. But if he keeps presenting like that and his players know that that's going to happen, he's going to get a lot more of this sharing today.
But the thing you think about for Lloyd, because the Killarney Vale thought that he was gone for the year. So to have him out in the paddock today,
it's a bonus, isn't it?
Certainly is a bonus for them. And look, and what is even a greater bonus is he's up and about.
Yeah. Oh, he's looking great.
Yeah, moving well. Back it comes in on the centre wing. Paddy Shell comes down there. Nick Koshin as well. And it goes out of bounds for a boundary throw-in right here on the centre wing, just in front of the commentary box. There where the scoreboard shows Cardiff 4-4-28, leading Killarney Vale 3-2-20. Good throw there. Up comes Sinclair. Sinclair gets a call from Bailey, but it goes down short of there.
Well
good
done.
Smother by Reece Banbrook. And it goes out of bounds. Just in front of us, Dustin Spriggs.
Gets acquainted to the fence for his efforts.
Good work there by Dustin Spriggs. He just sort of held him up, so it was all right. Good boundary throwing, nice and high. Sinclair there, up against Stewart. Good tap by Stewart. Down it comes there now. Can't grab it there was O'Donnell. Misford can, however, but he gives it straight away to Spriggs and says, I will tackle you now. and we'll have a ball up.
Have a ball up here. It's really, really important that both these teams, there's an 8-point difference in it for both teams to be close, because it just keeps them on their game. I think Killarney Vale have got a tendency to fade a little bit, but at the moment, they need to do all the work. They're 8 points down.
So he does. Clark is going to lead. They've got plenty of numbers there.
Oh, hello.
Shows plenty of dummy. There's plenty of experience in that one, but it's only going to
Hello,
handball
ladies.
back to O'Brien. On the right boot, Koshin's there. Island will come over the back. Keeps his feet well. He's going to go one way. Come back the other on his left boot. He's looking in there. Over for Mister. They got all the...
Hey!
Ben Stewart.
Hello.
What a grab. Plays on immediately. Handball. A casual over the top. It goes to Norton. Norton now kicks it in the Ryan direction against Collins. That's better by Collins. Gets it back now to Clark. Clark taps, but only as far as Lennon. Lennon on the right boot. Kicks it in there. Matt McMahon's got a couple of metres on his opponent. And Jackson McMahon takes the mark. 5 metres out from goal on a pretty acute angle, but he'll line up for Cardiff's 5th goal for the game.
Yeah, it comes back to Ben Stewart, mate, the coolest man in town. He just took that great grab and just handed balled it off like, there you go, boys, that's how it's done. And then all of a sudden, one of his teammates up the park, Jackson McMahon's going to sit here or run in and see if he can kick their, what would it be, their 5th goal for the day.
I didn't use it well. He converts.
And he has.
Good finish by Jackson McMahon. The margin now back out to 14 points.
Yeah, good work from Cardiff there. They are showing that they are not going to just get you walked over here by Killarney Vale. I think there was a bit of a thought around the ground, talking to a couple of the punters earlier, that Killarney Vale would probably do this in a bit of a canter, but that no one gave that memo to the Hawks, because they are right in this game very, very early, and they are showing that they are true finals teams.
Yeah, they certainly are. And come finals time, we got the best of the best. We had a fantastic second semi-final, and this is just shaping up very, very nicely also.
Yep, bubbling away very nicely. Want to also thank the Newcastle Herald, of course. Some great coverage there by the Newcastle Herald all year for the Black Diamond AFL. So get your copy of the Herald on Monday to see how it all panned out this weekend and where we're going to next weekend.
So getting there, we played 26 minutes in the first quarter. And going down the centre, we've got Pearsall in the ruck there now, up against Sinclair. Good throw up there by Crowhurst. Pearsall over the top of him, but only down as far as Mifsud, who gets a hurry kick on the right boot. Leading out there is Medcalf. Tackled there by Lloyd. Coming back there now, good pressure, forward pressure by Killarney Vale with Single, but also Cardiff defence though. They're in there in numbers also. We're going to have another ball up. Centre half forward.
It's turned into a bit of an open game now, guys. Like the first part of this quarter was pretty closed in. They were using a lot of boundaries. I think both teams now just open it up. They just want to play running football. Yeah,
the nerves have probably settled a little bit as well. As Mifsud gets it, he fumbles that ball though. Jack Pratt stays on his feet, comes out there now to O'Brien. Handballs it back there. Wasn't looking that. I think it might have been Jolliffe there, but it comes back there nicely by Vukovic. It was Jolliffe there. He gets it, shrugs the tackle of Ireland, gets a kick in there, hurry kick there in the direction there of Gibson. Plenty of numbers there for Killarney Vale, but it's Pratt at the front for Cardiff. He's got there, goes one way, ducks his head. He goes there on the right, looking for Koshin in there in front of Clark. And Nick Koshin takes the mark. Matey Murn it there, Michael Clark.
He's a tough cookie, Koshin.
So Koshin there. Gets there on the centre wing. Goes in the direction there, the Ryan direction. Also back there is Gibson, and Gibson takes the mark. Strong work by Liam Gibson.
There wouldn't be much time left in this quarter, guys. I'll tell you what, another goal here.
Probably nearly play on there. He went around to his left, but he's going back there now. He'll take a good kick. I'm not sure Liam Gibson's got that kick in him. We're about to find out. We're going to kick it from 50. Comes in. And the right boot, kicks it up there. Looks pretty good. Coming around. Not coming around enough, though.
Not enough.
Through for a behind. 5-5-35. 3-2-20. 15 points to Cardiff. Almost quarter time. First semi-final. And good. Lewis kicks it out. Well, goes out wide to Ireland. Running back there is Jolliffe. Good work by Jolliffe. They wasn't looking at the ball, but just got stuck his hand out the ball. Hit it. Back it comes to Chapman. Is there time for Cardiff to score? Under pressure there. Jolliffe comes back in from White. Chapman gets it out there to O'Donnell on the left boot. Scrubby kick a goal.
Oh.
Just to the narrow side.
Because they're peppering the goal. It's been a good opening quarter by Cardiff. Absolutely. Not to mention there's been 56 points scored in this quarter, so it's really good open football at the moment.
We've got 50 metres, paid 50 in front of the mark there. So 50 metres. Almost quarter time here.
And
Newcastle number one sports ground.
Wonder if there's enough time left to get out the park. I wouldn't expect so. Hit the 28-minute mark, 28 and a half minutes this first quarter.
So Lewis, centre half back. Kicks it long. Goes in there in the direction there of Deitch. He's there up against Spriggs. Comes down there to Spriggs. He picks it up. Great tackle by Lloyd. Going to come out there. Ireland handball it back to Deitch. He gets it away on the right boot. Has it got the bounce? How's it going to bounce? Which way? Sits on its end and taken through by by Metcalf. The siren has sounded there for quarter time here at number 1 Sports Ground, the first semi-final, and it's Cardiff 5-6-36, leading Killarney Vale, who are 3-3-21.
Goal kickers for Killarney Vale. Daniel Lloyd with 1, Max Munford with 1, and Jackson Island with 1. For Cardiff, all individual goals to Simon O'Brien, David Grant, Jackson McMahon, Michael Ryan, and Jack Lennon in a pretty open and entertaining game, guys. It's looking pretty good. And Cardiff, as we said, they're showing that they are up and about today, and they would want to make another preliminary final for them and their supporters, and no doubt their old boys who are here to watch them today.
Yeah, look, it was a good start by both teams. Cardiff was certainly a 15-point advantage. It's probably a true reflection on the game. Both sides have been able to get goals in clusters. 3 for Cardiff, 2 then for Killarney Vale, and then another 2 for Cardiff. But 15 points, still a good contest. And we'll be back shortly for the second quarter.
The Black Diamond Football League would like to thank the following major sponsors: